Hi there, this is Miss Bandwagon. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, then here I like to talk about anime, manga, and pieces of fiction that haven't necessarily just hit the shelves, but are in fact much older pieces. So if you like to talk about things like a fandom that you didn't get to be into when it was really hot and poppin', then this is the place for you. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the book of the Unnamed Midwife by Meg Ellison. This is a wonderful book recommendation from my book club members, and it was a fantastic read. It received a Philip K. Dick Award in 2016, and the Philip K. Dick Award is for American science fiction. So I heartily encourage anyone who watches this video to please read this book. It is the beginning of a trilogy, the Road to Nowhere trilogy, in which the second is the Book of Edda and lastly the Book of Flora. And we're gonna get started right now. We have our main protagonist, a female nurse who fell to a fever as soon as the world hit rock bottom. A terrible virus or bacterium, whatever it is, has decimated the world's population, leaving all but very, very, very few women, a decent amount of men, and almost practically no children. And she has to learn really fast how to survive in this world. And I'm not talking about some G.I. Jane kind of, I gotta get strong, I gotta get bulked up. I mean, she's gotta take on a whole brand new persona. She's got to find food for herself, she's got to find shelter, she's got to learn who she can and can't trust. But the amazing thing is that how she has to go under a transformation as she does this. She just can't be Lara Crofting it, around the town or around these big cities, with her hair out and a big plait or her breasts out or, nice long legs. She has to go undercover in the world as a man. Again, a reason being because the entire world has been decimated of nearly all of its women. And it's something that I really don't like in these end of the world scenarios, no matter what piece of fiction it is. It's just this understanding that when there's very few women, it's this kind of unknown, unspoken rule that the women have to be subservient to the men, mostly sexually. And it really bothers me because when you see these end of the world situations where there's very little women, they're treated like livestock, in which it's like we have to, and not so much to care for these women and to make sure that they stay healthy and that they live as long as possible, so that in the case that we want to reproduce with them, they're nice and healthy and we're provided for and well cared for. It's more like we gotta keep these women around so we can make sure we can have sex with them, in that kind of sense. And that really, it irritates me. You don't want to think as a woman that at the end of the world, you see your coworker Jim, and you think to yourself, Jim wouldn't rape me, he wouldn't touch me. But it's like, it gets you thinking as you read this book, like you don't think that the men who are closest to you, who in a normal society, no one would touch you. It's like, well, it's full on anarchy, so what else to do but have sex with the women? And it's like, no, you can still have your morals, you can still keep your dignity, but it's like as soon as these men are given a chance to act out their wildest fantasies, they just take it. I really enjoyed seeing a protagonist who was really wise to that in the beginning, and she just automatically knew that she wasn't gonna play by these rules. And I was like, I really want to see how this ends up. I really want to see how this plays out. But it's not just the men who do this. You have to be in a world where, women have to take care of themselves and it's every woman for herself. You get to see a darker side of women too. I particularly have a method. I know that if I'm going to be one of the last women for 100 miles, I know I'm going to be in high demand and not in the good way. I know people are just going to want to have sex with me. But here's the thing. If you guys want to have sex with me, there's got to be some rules, okay? Like, diseases still exist. Diseases are prevalent and they're rampant, especially if you have 30 men trying to get with me, one woman. You just can't all be lunging at me day in, day out whenever you feel like it. I feel like I should be treated like a queen. Like, make sure I am clean, I am fed, I am watered, make sure that I am pretty much healthy inside and out, so that if I must cater to you, then I am okay to do so. But again, I make the rules. You're not just gonna be like, plunging your self into me in all kinds of holes whenever you feel like it. No, there needs to be a system. If any of you want to go inside of like the back door, then no one under a certain amount of inches. I'm sorry to be so graphic, but honest, that's how I feel. Like, you can't be like, 12 inches and think you're going to use the back door. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to get ripped apart. But, I just feel like maybe there can be a way that we can work together until we figure this out. Because if all like 30 of you are trying to get at me, I'm going to die from some kind of illness or some kind of anomaly. Remember, this virus is still around some way, somehow, so we don't know how it's spreading. Keep me clean, keep me safe, okay? The way that this author writes her material and the way that she goes about telling a story is just so brilliant. I don't know how to explain it, but all I can say is it's like you're really rooting for this character. It's an ultimate page turner. You just want to know what she's going to do next, how she's going to survive, what's her thought process. Would I do that? Would I be comfortable doing that? Could I pull the trigger? Why hasn't she pulled the trigger? Why didn't she help? Why did she help? If you're reading this book or this series, comment down below what's your favorite part, what you like best about the series. And also like this video if you liked it, and ring the bell for more notifications for more content just as this one. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.